to be the cool wife. The wife that's like, I don't care if he goes to the strip club. I don't care if he looks around at other women. I look too. Oh, so cool. No. Get a little self-respect, girly. You don't have it. Get a backbone. Okay, and I say that with love. Get a freaking backbone. Trying to be the cool wife or the cool girlfriend that doesn't care if their boyfriend watches porn. She doesn't care if he's talking to other women. She doesn't care if he goes to the strip club. One thing I know is that a man that loves you will not be doing those things. Promise. Okay, you do deserve a man that loves you, that isn't looking around at other naked women, that isn't checking out other women when he's committed to you. You deserve 100% commitment. But you won't get that until you believe it and know that you got to cut this stuff out of being the cool wife, the cool girlfriend. Trust me, that is not a life you want to live. And between you and me, no man respects a woman that wants to be cool to him. Men don't respect that. So it's a losing game. You're trying to get someone to think you're cool that literally won't value you.
Yeah, I agree with her on that. I agree. I agree with her on that, man. I mean,
You would.
it boils down to, and I'll say this. I, I'll preface my comments by saying this: if you the type of person that's giving a 100, you being respectful towards the other person, then nah, man. If you're a woman, you shouldn't tolerate that. I mean, that's a a big red flag from the jump. Now it all depends on how attracted you are to that person, is how much you're gonna tolerate from them. But you know, I mean, you looking at your future, your best bet is to stop that at the gate. Go ahead.
So men that watch porn, or women who allow their men to watch porn, or women who allow their men to go to the strip club, or even go with their man to the strip club, that shouldn't be allowed. She sounds a little controlling to me, and a little insecure. So I disagree with that. I mean, it's not based on how much he loves you if he won't do those things, or if he does do those things. But if that is an enjoyment that he likes doing, and you are in his life, and you're securing your position with him, what's wrong with him watching porn? Shoot, why you don't sit there and watch it with him? What's wrong with him going to the strip club? You can go with him. You know, if that man is open about the lifestyle he lives, and this is the kind of lifestyle he was living when you met him, and you accept him on those terms, then to start asking him to give up all those things because, quote unquote, he loves you, I don't know. I don't know about that. That sounds like a very insecure woman. Now, if that's not the type of man that you want, then you leave that man alone. If you don't want a man that goes to the strip clubs, or you don't want a man that likes porn, if you find out that man is doing those type of things, then he needs to make the decision to give him up from you for you, or you leave that man alone. But there are some men who are functional in their marriages and in their relationship, where their woman is not, quote unquote, the cool wife, but she's confident enough in her position and the way that he treats her and how he shows up in that marriage, that she allows those things to take place. Most of the time they go with their husbands. So she don't remove those pleasures from his life.
Well, I think she more so talking about if if you just say if you the type of dude that like to go to the strip club, and she's the type of woman that says, yeah, you can go to the strip club, but you just can't be with me.
Okay.
So okay, so you choose between the two. Now he at that point he say, okay, I want to be with you. But once he get with you, then he wants you to alter his your standards. Like, okay, I'm with you now or whatever. So let me go back to doing what I was doing before I got with you. And I think what she's saying is, no, I don't like I'm not gonna allow that in a relationship that I'm in. So, you know, this is not going you're not gonna do it with me.
That's not what
I
I
think
get
that's
from her.
basically what she's talking
That's
about.
not what I get from her. I get Here's
Because
a woman.
that's the same thing if you just try to go and try to turn a stripper into a housewife. I mean that's what I kind of get from there. But hey, like you might get something else, but I don't.
Yeah, and a stripper can be a housewife. It doesn't mean that she's not going to be capable of being a housewife if she's ready to give up her career. Or there are strippers who are housewives, excuse me, and married to men, and that is just their occupation, or that was their formal occupation. They're currently a wife. So that's like saying that there's no forgiveness, like saying there's no leeway, that you got to do this the way I say do it because you love me. That sounds like a controlling, you know what?
No, no,
Yeah, it to me.
no.
You passed your opinion and you said
Because
that's what that sounds like to you. I don't see, if that's not the type of man that you want, then why are you dating that type of man? A man don't get married to you and then or get in a relationship with you and start just watching porn or
that's a
start just going into the strip club.
well, that person can be watching porn and all that stuff before they get with you, and then if they find out that that's something that you ain't down with, because man, we see these stories all the time. I walked in and caught my husband watching porn. He ain't. I didn't know he watched porn. I didn't know my husband liked to go to the strip club because he
Well, then
wasn't
you
doing
didn't know
those
the man
things.
that you got involved with, and that's on you. That's on you. So to say you didn't know, that's on you. That's the same thing when men marry these women and say, "Oh, she changed on me. I didn't know she looked like that. Or I didn't know she had them ways." Then that's on you because you didn't take the time to really get to know the person. Like you said, the flags, the red flags, the things you should look for. So maybe you should have took more time to get to know that person. Because when you're with a person, you should know their habits. You should know the things that they enjoy or don't enjoy.
Well, I'm with home girl. You doing some shit that I don't know about, and I catch you doing it. I'm gonna cut
But
that's
that's not what
beneath
she
my
said.
standard. I'm gonna cut your ass off.
That's not what she
And
said. She said if he loves her, he won't do those things. Stop being the cool wife or the cool girlfriend, which means don't be women that are allowing their men to participate in these things and say it's okay. For some women who are secure in their position in their relationship, it's okay. And there are women who like porn. There are women who like to go to the strip club. So
because
those, go ahead.
I mean, even if you try to go that down that direction, it really don't make that much sense. Because if you're a person that's around a guy that's smoking or on drugs or something like that, and you know you normally wouldn't be with that person, then you wouldn't have got with them in the first place. Obviously, you pretty much didn't think the person was like that, and then all of a sudden you found out that hey, this person really has a problem, or they was a drinker, but you didn't know that they had a drinking problem.
That's not what she said. She said, stop being the cool wife or the cool girlfriend and allowing your man to do these things.
So
That means
obviously
you're
that
okay with it. You're cool with it. It's good for you. And there are women who are cool with it. They're cool with their man watching porn. They're cool with their man going to the strip club and they're secure in their position and they're okay with this happening. So it doesn't mean, oh, if he really loves you, he wouldn't do these things. What does love have to do with that?
well, no, she's saying stop being a cool wife because
You're
okay,
accepting it.
I'm gonna let you do this here. I'm gonna accept it because I like you that much. I'm gonna make you feel like you're accepted or whatever. And on her part is like if you don't like that, don't allow it. Because I mean, shit, if you don't mind somebody drinking, you just don't mind them drinking. But if you with a person and they drink and you don't like that they drinking,
But that's
then
not what she said. She said, if he loves you, he will stop doing those things.
I guess.
So that means if you love me and you enjoy going to the casino and spending money, or you enjoy going out there riding horses or going fishing or whatever it is that you enjoy doing. Now, because you love me and you're committed to me and you should be giving me all your time, you need to give up those things because you love me and I want you here
No,
with
no,
me.
no,
That's what she
because
sound like. Listen to what she's saying.
watching porn and going to strip clubs is different from a hobby like riding horses or something like that. That's a total different thing.
It does. She's still asking you to
That's in
ask
the
the man
realm
to
of
give
something
up
that could.
those things because he's now in love with you and he's committed to you and he shouldn't be looking at other women. That's insecure. They got women all over the world. They got women who out in the street that dress half naked. So you trying to say that this man is never going to be in a situation where he's confronted that he may see another woman.
That's a difference between a
She's
man
insecure.
that's walking in public and a woman happen to pass by him with something on, or pass through your
She's
line of
insecure.
sight. That's a different thing than a guy that's obviously looking at a woman. Come on now, you know that. You know
That's
when a guy, and
insecure.
you know when
That's
somebody's
insecure.
obviously going out of their way to look at something.
Well, you know, we
I don't
we
know if that's insecure, but I
yeah,
can tell you
that
this
is.
much. Hey, call it what you want and call it what I want. Certain things you just ain't gonna do on my watch. And I'm with home girl 100%.
Well, that's on you. And
So
you can show up in in your relationship that way because that may not be something that you
that's
enjoy
why you gotta
doing.
lay down some
And
instructions,
and
man.
there are some relationships where women enjoy porn and they enjoy going to the strip club with their man. So it's not about being a cool wife. It's about I'm okay with the lifestyle that this man led because I'm a part of it. That's all. To each his own. But you can't say the man don't love a woman if he don't stop going to the strip club. He don't love me if he don't stop watching porn. Please, a man can love you and go out there and sleep with another woman. Shit.